Hi guys, this is Deepika and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make beans parupu. If I have to translate it to English, maybe I can call it French beans and lentils stir fry, maybe. It's a very popular South Indian Brahmin dish. It's very famous to the community where I grew up from. I've learnt it over the years from my mom, from my mother-in-law and everyone. We love it at home. This is a festival dish, so if you go to a South Indian Brahmin wedding, definitely this is going to be there. It's very fulfilling, it's very protein rich, and we all love it. So I wanted to share it with you guys. I'm so excited for this, so let's go over the ingredients so that we can get started. So I have some Channa dal and Toor dal soaking here for a couple of hours. I also added some red chillies to this. So I will leave the measurements of the dal in the description box below, so make sure to check that out. And then I have some French beans, which is very smallly cut here. I have some salt, some oil. Here I have some Asafoetida and turmeric. And then for the seasoning, I have curry leaves, red chillies, Channa dal, Urad dal, and mustard seeds. So that's it, guys. The ingredients are very less. It's a very tasty dish, and I can't wait to make it for you. So let's get to the stove top so that we can get started. First, I'm going to make a coarse paste from the soaked dal. I'm going to transfer this to the blender and then make a coarse paste from it. Don't grind it into a very fine paste. So now I've made a coarse paste with the dal. As you can see, this is not very smooth. It's like a very coarse paste. This is what we want. And also while making, I added some salt to it, and also I added water very little by little, because if you add a lot of water, it's going to become like a very smooth paste, so you don't want that. So now that this is ready, let's go to the next step. I have a pan heating here. To this I'm going to add some oil, not all. The oil is hot. I'm going to add my mustard to it. Can you hear the sound? Once the mustard bursts, reduce the flame and then add the Channa dal. The Channa dal takes more time to get roasted than the Urad dal, so that's why you add it first. Once it starts becoming golden brown, add the Urad dal, the red chillies, then add some turmeric, and Asafoetida. These are the things which are going to give so much flavor to this dish. The turmeric gives a nice yellow color. Then I'm going to add my curry leaves. So now all the dal is golden brown. To this I'm going to add the coarse paste which I made with the lentils. You have to work a bit fast once you start adding this oil. It starts cooking immediately. So first I'm adding this batch and I'm going to give a mix. We are going to be adding oil in batches to this dish because as it starts cooking, it will take in the oil. So you need to add little by little. I'm adding my remaining paste. I'm going to increase the flame a bit. Then add more oil. So now I'm going to add the remaining of the oil little by little and then keep cooking it. Like you have to keep stirring it. That's the key to this recipe. And then as it starts cooking, it'll lose the raw flavor and it'll give a nice aroma. That's when you know that it's starting to cook. So I'll show you once I've added almost all my oil and it has started coming together nicely. Now I've almost added all my oil. This is how it looks. Can you see there are no raw pieces? I also adjusted because you want this to be nice and fluffy. So I'm just breaking this a bit, sprinkling some water, and reduce the flame between low and medium. Don't keep it in too high. And then I'm going to close this and cook it. I'm going to cook this for about 5 to 10 minutes and make sure you sprinkle water every once in a few minutes so that it doesn't get formed into a lump and break it out. so that it becomes very fluffy. That's how you want it to be. So now next step, we'll make the beans, and then by the time this will be ready, and then we'll mix it together. While our lentil or dal is cooking, let's make the beans. I have a pan heating here. To this I'm going to add some oil. Once the oil is hot, I'm going to add some mustard. We already added mustard to our lentils, so this is just for some flavoring. Once the mustard breaks, reduce the flame a bit, then add some Asafoetida or hing. Then to this, I'm going to add my cut beans. This step, we are just cooking the beans so that it's ready to add to the dal. I'm also going to add some salt for the beans. I'm going to add some water, just sprinkle some water to the beans for it to cook. I'm using the same water in which I soak the lentils so that you don't lose any of those good nutrients. I'm going to close this and cook this for a few minutes. It's been about 5 to 7 minutes since my dal was cooking. In the meantime, we completed the beans. So as you can see, this is very fluffy and nicely cooked. Actually, it got cooked pretty quickly. I kept it in medium. You can even reduce it to low to medium if if you're taking some time to make the beans. Now, can you see the beans is more than 50% cooked? Now the step is to add the beans to the cooked lentils. After adding the beans, we just want to cook this for about 5 to 7 minutes or even lesser. Make sure you keep the flame in low. As I said, the beans was only 50 to 70% cooked. So once the beans is completely cooked, this is ready, guys. That's it. I told you, right? It's very, very simple, but it's going to taste really, really good. So once this is done, I'm going to transfer this to a serving bowl, and then we'll taste this. I have my Parupu transferred to my serving bowl. It just smells amazing. It's just like it keeps getting better, so I can't wait. My mouth is salivating. So I have my spoon here. Let's start tasting. Oh my god, it's so hot. It's so fluffy. Can you see? That's what that's the exact texture of this. Make sure you get some beans and the lentils. It's pretty hot. Tastes so good. It's so soft, it's so flaky. That's how a good Parupu should be, because if it's lumpy, it's not going to taste good. This with some rice and with some ghee or clarified butter will be an amazing combination. This with some yogurt rice will be an amazing combination. This with rasam will be an amazing combination. This with sambar will be an amazing combination. I can keep going on, but I'm so happy today to show this dish to you, because this is what defines me as a person, because I've grown up eating this and I love it so much, and I'm so happy to share this recipe with you guys. I hope you really like this video. I want to see all of you guys trying this out, because I know this is it's not a very common dish, so I'd be really happy if you try it out and let me know how it turns out. So if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And as always, the detailed recipe is in the description box below, so make sure you check it out. And like my page on Facebook and Instagram. It's all Deepika's Kitchen. I'll see you again with more exciting videos. Till then, take care. Bye bye.